Y'all, I feel so sad right now. I'm hiding behind my friend. what this dude is doing? You wanna know what this dude is doing? You wanna know what this dude is doing? Do you wanna know what he's doing? He's holding a grudge. He's been holding a grudge against me. I'm a random 16-year-old person. He does not know anything about me. Listen to me clearly. Listen to me clearly. Listen to me. Listen to me. Look at me. This person does not know jack crap about me. And apparently they are holding a huge grudge against me. Talking about, you're always defending. You're always throwing yourself into arguments. You just did the exact same thing that I did. The same thing. You want to talk about how he wants to always talk about how I'm butting myself into arguments and then crying about it when I get backlash. Buddy, look what you just did. You just jumped into an argument that had absolutely nothing to do with you. And you talked the shit about me when I have done nothing to you. But you want to hoot and holler every single 5 seconds and say, oh, well, you're always jumping into arguments. You do the same thing that I do. You just did. This is how the whole argument started. You jumped into an argument that had nothing to do with you. But when I do it, all of a sudden, it's a terrible thing. And I'm defending people. How? How is me telling you that you harassing people and disrespecting people is not going to solve the situation? How is that equal to defending? You know what? Let's look up the definition of defending while I talk about this story. So the person that for some reason always has a dictionary full of grudges that he has against me for no fucking reason whatsoever. Mind you, I have done nothing to this person because the last time I checked, me and Billy Kane were the ones who were going back and forth, not the other person. I don't know this man. I'm going to tell you right now, I do not know him. Listen to me and listen to me well. I do not know this person. I do not know this man. I don't know if he's a female, a man. I don't know his pronouns. I don't know anything about him. All I know is he is a freaking harasser. He's a terrible person, and for me, I don't believe he can change. I do not know him. I know Billy Kane, I know Wendy, I know my girlfriend, and I know a few other people on Ponytown. But I do not know this man, and he does not know me. I don't know if he's a child from kindergarten. I don't know if he has no brain cells. I don't know if he has an undeveloped frontal lobe or something. I don't know why he has a diary of the Wimpy Kid opened up for me, where every single time he sees a character that looks even a little bit like me, he decides to jump into the argument but wants to cry and complain like his life depends on it, talking about, you always jump into arguments, while at the same time, in the same breath, you are also at the same time, in the same breath, looking at me and I'm looking at you, jumping into an argument that has nothing to do with me. But my question is, how are you going to keep on spreading false allegations about me defending people and doing this and jumping into arguments that have nothing to do with me, at the same time you also jumping into an argument that has nothing to do with you and talking about it, at the same time running your mouth about somebody who you do not know? You are doing the generally same thing that you are legitimately accusing me of doing. Do you not know how stupid that makes you sound? Like, let me just ask you something real quick. How are you going to throw accusations about somebody, going into arguments? You're going to cuss at them, harass them, and argue with them for an hour. Are you listening to me? An hour. Every single day. You're going to spread accusations about a random 16-year-old every single day to random people. You're going to ruin my self-esteem. You're going to ruin my mental health. You're going to ruin everything every single day. You're going to come on here and ruin my life just because you do not like the fact that I'm telling you that you are wrong. But you do the exact same thing. And somehow I am in the wrong. How? You defend people too. I want to understand. Make it make sense. You just contradicted yourself. You're making it seem like me defending people who are being harassed. It's not me defending people who are being PDS or something like that. No, I'm defending the harassment part. I don't appreciate harassment. I don't appreciate yelling and screaming and doing all that hooting and hollering shit like that. No, we don't live in that kind of world where mental health doesn't exist. We don't do that. And also, we don't know these people. So harassing somebody is not going to fix the situation at all. So whatever you think it is, that's not called harassing. That's not called defending. Me telling your butt to block somebody is not called defending. If I wanted to defend a pedophile, I would have told you, hey, leave him alone. It doesn't matter if he's being a pedophile. You know, age doesn't matter. But did I say that? No. I legitimately told you to use the block button, which is a button that makes the person that you're arguing about go away. And you think that I'm defending this person? How? That's not what defending even means. But it's the fact that you're doing the same thing that I'm doing, and yet you're gonna go around every single day and have random people that don't even know about the situation or me hate me because you're exaggerating the story and lying about me and lying about my friend. Are you serious right now? You're doing the same thing. And you keep on, lying about it, talking about, oh, you're telling people to block a pedophile. That's what the fuck you're supposed to do. Block them. That's what you're supposed to do. If you don't like it, block them. I can't block you, but you can. You can block me. If you don't like me, why are you holding a grudge against me? If you don't like me, why are you continuing to go out of your way to talk to me? If you don't like me, then shut up and stop talking to me every 5 fucking minutes. Why are you talking to the person that you don't like? Why are you talking to the person that you hate so much? Why are you talking to the person that you're holding a grudge against? That doesn't make any sense. If you don't like somebody at school, why would you go out of your way to talk to them? It means that you're engaging with me, so that means that you like talking to me. It means that you like arguing with me. Does that make any sense? No. I don't like people, and I don't talk to them. I still don't like people from my public school. You know what I don't do? I don't talk to them because I don't like them. What's the point in me talking to you if I don't like you? Common sense. What is happening here? You brain cells just flew out the window, apparently, the fuck. What? Where your brain cells at, you undeveloped tumor? Let's look at the word defending. What does the word defending mean? Let's see. Oh, wait. Nope. I said defending, not defensive. Defending. What is the... No. Not noise. Not Google. Do what you need to do. Let me see. Okay. So defending means protecting someone or something from danger, attack, or harm. It also refers to justifying a position, upholding a legal case, or fighting to retain a sports title. It involves resisting, safeguarding, or securing, acting as a present particle. I don't know these words. Common synonyms include protecting, guarding, safeguarding, shielding, and supporting. Yeah, okay. And this is the example. Protection. The mother bird was defending her nest from predators. That is not what... Y'all are legitimately dragging the word defending out into the world. So let me ask a question. If somebody is being harassed and you protect them from being harassed, does that mean that you're defending them? Hold on. Alright, so the harassment is the defending part. But what y'all are talking about is me defending a bunch of predators. Now let me ask Google something else. Let me see. If someone... Oh, I meant to say something else. I did not mean to say the harassment. Tells you to block somebody off of a video game, does that mean that I am defending the bad person? Let's see what Google has to say. No, blocking someone on a video game does not mean you are defending the bad person. Wow. On the contrary, blocking is a form of self-care and a digital boundary that protects your emotional and personal space, often used as an alternative to engaging with harassment, toxicity, or bullying. Wow. It is a way to ensure you are no longer receive unwanted communication or interaction from someone causing distress. Wow, y'all can't easily just do that? It stops the instigator from having the reaction they want. Wow. It is not defending. The action is about removing a negative influence from your experience, which is the opposite of defending or supporting them. In short, blocking is a protective measure for your own mental health, well-being when encountering negative behavior online. Wow. Even Google says it's not fucking defending. It's not. Like, just imagine. Okay, here's a gigantic example, and I bet y'all can have examples too, because I really want to hit the spot, because I'm super duper tired of I'm super duper tired of seeing people getting harassed and their mental health going down the drain just because they say something and another person misunderstands, and then they start screaming on the top of their lungs and they start alarming a bunch of freaking hyenas, and then there's a whole group of freaking people who don't even understand what's happening for the people who were there. Like, just imagine you're on Ponytown, you're existing, you have friends, and then all of a sudden you see a whole group of people just yelling, screaming, harassing, telling this person to kill themselves, that you don't need to exist anymore. First of all, that's not going to fix the situation. And if you think that me saying that you telling somebody to kill themselves is not going to fix the situation, then you're just a terrible person in itself. And it's the fact that y'all are making it seem like I am such a terrible individual for saying that you telling somebody to end their life is defending. Buddy, you're not any better. Like, let me make this super duper clear. You're not any better than the person that you were screaming at. You're really not. I don't tell people to kill themselves. I don't insult people like you think I do. Even when I'm in arguments, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, you know what, I hope you die in a grinder, because that's what you guys do to me. But not once has anything of death come out of my mouth. Not once have I ever told you guys to jump off a cliff, or that I hope you choke on a pillow, or I hope that you don't wake up tomorrow. But you guys do that to me every single day. Every single freaking day I go to Ponytown to relax, because that's legitimately the only video game other than YouTube, Splatoon, and my Nintendo. The other thing, I just want to make friends. I love Ponytown, but I don't like the people on there. And I don't have another Ponytown-based game because I'm not like a child. I just like ponies, and ponies is my favorite thing. Shut up. Here's a lot of things that I need to address. Sorry for the conversation the drift, okay? I said this 1,000 times, and I'm going to continue to say this. Here's the first thing that I'm going to address, and I'm not going to address it anymore. My block button does not work. One of my accounts got snatched up by Google because I was too young, and I had 2 old YouTube accounts. And I was too young for Google. When my phone updated, Google said that I was too young. So I had to create a whole new account, a whole new YouTube channel, a whole new everything. This account, this email, this new YouTube channel is the one that I created after my old ones. So you know what happened? All of my accounts, all of my YouTube, all of my Ponytown accounts, all of my everything got deleted along with my Ponytown. You know what was also swallowed up by Google along with the Ponytown? My freaking block button. When I got back on Ponytown a few days after I got my accounts back, guess what? My block button is still there, but you know what it doesn't do? It's not activated. It doesn't work. So no matter how many times I try to tell these people, I can't block you, I can't block you, I cannot block you, they continue to run their mouth and make it seem like you know my phone. How you gonna tell me that my block button works? How you gonna tell somebody that you do not know in real life that their block button works? Do you not know how stupid you sound? You want to make it seem like I'm some kind of terrible demonic entity, while at the same time trying to tell a random 16-year-old, you're lying, your phone works. How you gonna tell me? You don't know me. How How you gonna tell me my phone work? You do not know my phone. How you gonna tell me? It don't even make no sense. How are you gonna tell me how my electronic works? How my devices work? How? It's like me going to your house and telling you how the remote works when you know how your remote works. You don't know that. It's like me coming to your house talking about some, hey, I'm just here to tell you that this button right here, this button right here, this is how you start a video. And you look at me and you're like, yeah, I know. You don't know. This right here is the button. You don't know. Like, yeah, I do, because this is my remote and I know what's going on the remote. It's just like when you go to your mom's place, if your mom is divorced or not. Just imagine you have two parents. Your parent is divorced. Okay? Your dad is an electrician and he knows more than you. He knows all his devices, and you go over to your dad's house and you try to tell him something that he already knows because you don't know. Like, how you gonna tell him how his watch works? Like, how you gonna tell him how his TV works? You haven't seen that man in 2,000 years. How you gonna tell me how my dresser works? How you gonna tell me how my TV works? I will understand if you know me in real life and saw my TV and saw my cellular device. I will understand if you would sit in front of my face and tell me how my phone works. But you don't know me. You don't even know my name. They know me as Ruby. You know, that is how I know that they do not know me. During the argument, they called me Ruby the entire time. You know what they're calling me by? My fucking OC name. That's how I know that they don't know me. You don't even know my real name. My nickname is Luna. My real name is Sierra. My name is not Ruby. That's one of my characters. That's how I know that you stupid. Because you're calling me by my freaking pony name. You don't even know my YouTube name. Wow. That's how I know you don't know how my phone works. The fuck? How you gonna tell somebody how their phone work, bro? The second thing that I need to address, and this is a big thing that I need y'all to understand. I'm not ever gonna defend a bad person. I'm not ever gonna defend somebody who's a predator. I'm not ever gonna defend somebody who's doing stupid stuff. I'm not gonna defend that. But there is a clear difference between you being the main aggressor and you trying to stop something. I am the person who stops that from happening. You, on the other hand, are the main aggressor. And let me explain that to you, because some people in my comment section just don't understand. So let me explain something to you real quick, buddy. Okay, if you are the main aggressor, then you are the one who started it. You are the one who is yelling, screaming, cussing, hussing, bussing, fussing, flipping, and flopping, and telling this person that they do not need to exist over something that they did on a pixel game. And it obviously doesn't affect you. It does not hurt you, and you will go to sleep tonight and completely forget about that person in the next day. You are the main aggressor. You are not the person who's trying to fix the situation. You are not the person who's gonna stop the person from doing this. You are escalating the issue. You are making it completely worse. Me, on the other hand, I see you and what you're doing, and I see that you're not doing anything but becoming the person that you're talking shit about. Yes, I jump in because I see that that person doesn't deserve it. I see that no matter if a person does something bad or not, they do not deserve to be told to die. Whether you like it or not, people make terrible decisions, but it's not your duty to tell that person that they do not need to live anymore. It's not your duty to tell somebody that they do not need to be on Earth's core anymore. You did not give birth to this person. You don't get to tell somebody that they don't get to exist. So for that, you are the main aggressor. You are the harasser. I am the person who tells your butt to sit the fuck down and play the game. And if you have an issue with that, then maybe look at yourself in the mirror and realize why I'm telling you that you are a bad person, instead of sitting here crying and complaining and calling me a defender over a predator. Bitch, I would completely let you tell somebody that they are a bad person for being a pedophile. Because, honey, I would join you. I would be asking them questions. I'll be like, now, why did you do that? Why did you say that? What the hell is wrong with you? But there's a difference. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to listen to them and I'm going to see both sides of the story. But the thing is, you're not seeing the same side of me. That's the problem. I am going to sit here and I'm going to listen to both sides of an argument because I know that there are both sides, and there are also people who twist and turn and flip and flop the story on a daily basis. I'm not somebody who's just going to listen to one story. I'm not somebody who's just going to listen to one audio book. No, I'm going to listen to both. But you don't do that for me. You don't listen to me. Every single time somebody says something about me, they just believe it, and just like that. They don't listen to me. They don't hear me out. They basically talk over me. But when I try to help somebody, or when there's an argument, the first thing that I do is I ask, what happened? I separate these people, because at the end of the day, you're over here hurting this person. This other person can clearly turn off their phone, just eat some oatmeal, and enjoy their life, and wake up in the morning and completely forget about you. But you are hurting the person that you told to die. And that's what you do to me. And it's the fact that even though I'm trying to help you not get blocked, not like go to hell or something like that, or even just tell you to shut up and sit down and play the game, because Ponytown is a interactive game. It's a dress-up game for teenagers and kids alike. Ponytown is not a aggressive, angry, screaming, yelling, chimpanzee, hooting and hollering, bitch-ass, whiny baby fucking game. This is not a yelling simulator. This is not a screaming simulator. This is not an arguing simulator. This is a video game for kids. Okay? It's a video game for minors like me and you. Thank you. So I would really appreciate it if y'all please, for the love of God, stop saying, oh, you're defending. You're just throwing defending out into the world when defending is not what that's even being. Like, you don't even know what defending means, do you? You're just throwing defending out into the world because you think that you are in the right. And when I tell you that you're in the wrong, and when I tell you that what you're doing is a terrible thing, you're throwing defending out into the world. And then on top of that, what really pisses me off, it's the fact that you go out into the world on Ponytown and spread and emote. Like, just imagine you're sitting on Ponytown, you're existing, you're not doing anything to nobody, and randomly somebody comes out of nowhere, butts into your conversation, and starts bringing up an accusation that they heard 15 days ago. Do you know how annoying that shit is? And it's the fact that they always bring that up as if that's going to like do anything, like that's gonna accelerate the problem, like that's gonna make it worse, because then I'm gonna sit here and tell you that you're wrong, and then all 17,000 of you who've heard the exact same thing is gonna come at me and be like, oh well, you did this and you did that. Buddy, you weren't even there. You just heard it from Howie. You heard it from Jessica, and Jessica heard it from Jackson, and Jackson heard it from Michael, and Michael heard it from Jessica. And then over and over and over and over again. Y'all just hearing shit. Y'all just like a bunch of freaking 5th graders. 5th graders. You can't keep your mouth shut for nothing. You just always gotta spread allegations and spread rumors. You just like a freaking Pop-Tart. You just like a freaking preschooler. Can't shut your mouth to save your little life. Can't be quiet to save your life. Even my friend had to sit down and watch as I was being harassed. And he couldn't do anything about it. Do you not know how stupid that is? I'm about to get on right now and see if they're still there. Billy Kane is still there, okay? This person, young Sheldon, was the person who was calling me stupid. I had 2 people who were helping me during the altercation, and my friend Justic were standing there watching the whole thing go down. And I'm going to say the rest of what was going on. I actually got screenshots. Hold on. I got screenshots of the conversation after the whole argument ended, of the whole thing. Because when it had nothing to do with these 2 people, Billy Kane's friend came out of nowhere and decided to spread allegations about me. And then on top of that, then they thought that I left and spread allegations about my best friend Wendy. And the allegation is basically that Wendy created a OC lore about her character being raped. And she made it because it's a real life situation. And I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want survivors to feel like we're not going to go into key detail about that. But she doesn't hurt anybody with that character. Let's just go with that. She doesn't hurt anybody with that character. She doesn't affect anybody with that character. She does it because she's a survivor. And she made the character to look like what happened. And they magically have an issue with that even though they haven't been through it. They haven't been through it. They haven't seen it. They haven't had it happen to them. And yet they have the audacity to open their mouth and say something about that. And they have no fucking right to say anything like that because they don't understand how much pressure SA has on a fucking victim. Honestly, I haven't been sexually assaulted, but I have been sexually touched by my cousin and by people at my school. I'm not a part of that, but I am a part of the tiny little group of people who have been touched in inappropriate places. I know I haven't been raped, but I've been touched in inappropriate places, and I absolutely hated it. And it's the fact that they have the audacity to keep on opening up their mouth and throwing accusations at her as if she can't make a character that's based on a real survivor. And it actually makes you look like you're trying to make it seem like a victim can't talk about what they've been through. No child, because this is what this person was talking about. Children are on here. Children. Bitch, where's the kids at? Half of you are adults, about to go damn near 18, damn near 19, damn near 20 years old. I'm 16, damn near 17. Wendy's damn near 17. Half of y'all are damn near adults. No children on here. The children do not give a damn about a character looking like she looks. Because let me tell you something, there's a person who has worse. There is a person dressed up as Jeffrey Dahmer just yesterday. You know what? I made a video. I made a fucking video. Because I always got my stuff. Let's go to recently deleted. I always got my stuff. I always got my collections. I always got my videos. I told you I'm always recording. Let's go find Jeffrey Dahmer. Let's go find that Jeffrey Dahmer that I saw. Hey guys, it's me. Shut up. Shut up. We need to go find a Jeffrey Dahmer. We need to go find a Jeffrey Dahmer real quick. Y'all need to go find it. Find it. If I can find it, I might have. It might be gone. Holy shit. Oh no. I think it's gone. No. Okay. So there was this person yesterday, the person that I made a video about, who was actually dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer. Yeah. They dressed up as Jeffrey Dahmer and nobody said a word. You hear me? Do you understand me when I say they did not say a word? They didn't say nothing. There is somebody legitimately dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer and nobody said a goddamn thing. Here's it is. Here. I found it. There's this person who's dressing up as Jeffrey Dahmer just yesterday. He literally has blood on his head and everything. I got evidence. I told you. I got pictures. I got evidence. I got everything. Don't tell me what I got and what I don't got. I got everything. I know I had some evidence. I know I had a video somewhere. There's this person who's dressing up as Adolf Hitler. Nobody said anything about it until I said something about it, and then y'all came and harassed me because y'all hated the fact that I was not letting them slide with telling them that they were going to kill Jews. There's a lot of people on the internet, on Ponytown, who say way worse and do way worse than make OCs and character lore about real life situations. There are legitimate people who create things like John Wayne Gacy. John Wayne Gacy. I don't know his fucking name. John Wayne Gacy. There are so many people who legitimately making fun of rape. Just like Billy Kane. He went around Ponytown, copied and pasted my name, went around Ponytown and said that I liked rape and said that I liked it and said that I supported it. And no one batted an eye about that. Nobody batted an eye about the fact that he was spreading a terrible rumor about me liking rape. Nobody said anything about that. Nobody was harassing him. No one was doing anything like that. But when me and Wendy do anything, all of a sudden you want to hold a goddamn grudge, a whole grudge over a 16-year-old. When it didn't affect you, when it didn't hurt you. And you know what your excuse is? It's about children. It's not about her OC. It's not. You even told me. Let me read the messages real quick, because baby, I got them. Baby, you're a firework. All right. This is what we got going on right here. And then I said, this is the first message. I said, girl, didn't I just tell you I know what she did and I don't want to talk about it? And then I said, why can't you just listen? And then she said, okay, but would Wendy be willing to apologize or something, since what she did was insane and I'm willing to forget about it if she apologizes for it? And then she said, I'm concerned for you getting harassed, and when you have a valid point about harassment being overdone on here. And then I said, buddy, you're making it seem like she can't make lore about a character that actually happened to her. You're making it seem like the victims don't matter. And then I said, do you understand that you're making it seem like the victims can't make their characters about what actually happened? And then she said, no, the problem was that she made a skin that looked like it. And that's the issue that occurred. And then I said, it's her design. She can't fix it just because you don't like it. That's just what happened to her. You don't get to spread it around. And then she was talking about what happened. And Wendy basically had blood all over her pony. And she had like the name of Don't Touch Her, because that's what happened. And I said, yeah, that's what happened to her. And that's how she chooses to express it. And then she said she's 100% allowed to make character with trauma like that, but she's showing it around kids. There's no children. Let me remind you, there's no children on this server. And then I said, I understand that it may feel a little targeted to people. Half of us are not children on here, by the way. And then I said, but it might help the people and the children who have actually been SA'd. And then I said, the game has 7+ ages on here. I think if she wants to talk about it or explain it to someone, she can. And then she wants to talk about how it's explicit and how kids aren't exposed to that, blah, 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 just like the people who complain about pixel breast. And then I said, I am speaking from experience. And then I went on a limb and said, so you're telling me that you harassed this girl and caused her to almost commit suicide and end herself just because of the fact that you don't like her skin and it can be explicit? And then I said, do you not understand how worse that is for her making a skin? And then she said, okay, listen, I am sorry and I am changing and I'm struggling with myself. And I won't bother Wendy, but all I ask is that she gets better, but also to blah, blah, blah. I'm not reading all this because this is a lot of cuss words. And then she says she's allowed to talk to people who have experienced it before and need help as well. So what you basically did was put yourself in a goddamn circle. You know what you just did? You just harassed this girl. So let me get this straight. You harassed Wendy for God knows how long, spreading false allegations about her. And when I finally talked to you about why you're doing it, it's because you're concerned about some kids that are not even on here. You're concerned about her being explicit about some children that are not even on the game. So you're telling me that you harassed this girl for God knows how long. You told her that you want to kill her, that you want her to starve, that you want her to put a bullet down her throat and pull the trigger just because of a explicit character on a pixel game, and you keep on talking about children that don't even exist on a video game. I'm trying to understand where your brain cells were when you thought of saying that. And I want to understand why you thought that saying that was going to get you off the hook. Because you're trying to make it seem like she is doing something absolutely terrible, while at the same time, in the same breath, you, Billy Kane, and a few other thousands of people are going around holding a specific aggressive ass grudge against her for making character lore about something that actually happens to real life people in real life. You have not been raped. You have not been touched. Do you know why? Because I know you in real life. You have not been touched. I've known you since kindergarten. I know you. I know your avatar. I know who you are. I know you live in apartments. I know you live right back there, right beside the apartments that my mom wanted to get us before we got this apartment. So I know you. Don't make it seem like I don't. I know you. And I know you've never been raped in your life because I've been around you my entire life. I know where you live. I know you. I know everything about you. Everything. You literally overshare. So even if you did get raped, you would have told me. And you would have recorded it because you have cameras in your bedroom. And in your living room. And in your bathroom. And in your kitchen. And in the basement. Sometimes in the shower. So even if it happened, your mama would have showed me the video. Your mom would have also showed my parents the video. So, the video would have also been texted straight to my phone because we're connected. So, I would have seen that. Because your house is very much AI. Your house is very much Siri. And the place that you go for your family reunion, I go every single year because you are also a part of my family. So, You don't understand how Wendy or the SA people feel. So, I don't know why you think that you can talk about something like that. Or even harass her for God knows how long about that. And your excuse for all of that is talking about kids. Your excuse is kids. Why is kids on your mind? You're 19 years old. Why is children on your mind? That's my question. Why is children on your mind? Because if I had to get up and call you, like right now, like if I have to go to my FaceTime messages right now and call you, I will. Like if I have to legitimately call you. Girl, if I had to go to your place and tell your mom that you're harassing somebody, I will snitch like a canary, I swear to God. I swear to everything under the godness space, I will snitch. I will snitch. I will snitch so hard. I will snitch so good. I will snitch so good. And on top of that, off topic real quick. Let me do something real quick. You know, let me just. Definitely not me, guys. Definitely not me, guys. Definitely not doing that. Let's do it. Ride and jump on it. Around. When do it. My sorrows. When do it. Jump on it. Round. When do it. Jump on it. We do it, jump on it, wow. We do it, jump on it. I'm snitching. I'm sorry. I don't like harassment up in here, and if I can't stop you from doing it, I bet a band would. I'm doing it. Well, let me screenshot that real quick. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Alright, I snitched. Okay. That's enough snitch for me. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. You're gonna get banned. You might as well go find a new game because we don't play harassment over here. We just don't. We don't play harassment over here in that kind of day and age. We don't. Okay? We don't. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that around here. I don't do that around here. I don't know. I don't. If you got a problem with Wendy, then you got a problem with me. And if you got a problem with me, you got a problem with Wendy. Because we don't. You're going to let her use her style, whether you like it or not, okay? Because she's not hurting you in any kind of way, shape, or form by having her character look like that, okay? It's her situation, and you have not been through it. So you can't tell her how to express it. People express essay in completely different ways than you because you have not been through it. So in your case, you cannot tell somebody else how to express it. You just can't, because that's something that you can't go back from. Being used, having your body used and touched in ways that you don't want it to by somebody that you know is not, or even by a random person. You can't go back from that. That's something that sticks with you forever. So maybe that's the only way that she can get recognition from. And maybe people who look at her character can talk to her. And maybe she could have people who talk to her. Because I know that for sure. Because people do talk to her. And people do help her. Like me. So I don't want to hear it from you. You got a problem, you can get off the game. You can get off the game. You are more than welcome to leave. You are more than welcome to leave. You are more than motherfucking welcome to leave. You can get off your phone, you can get off your computer and go to school. You can go get your fucking education. If you got a problem so bad, then get the fuck off the game. Get the hell off the game. What I just did, I got off the game because it messed with my mental health. I'm not about to stick on a mental health place. I got off the game. Same thing with you. You can literally block her. If she hurts you so bad, just use the fucking block button. I can't block you, but you can. You can block her. Because obviously she didn't hurt nobody. You just complained about it because of the name. You just exposed yourself. You complained about it because you're worried about some kids that don't even exist on the video game. Half of us are teenagers, damn near 18, damn near 19, damn near 10-year-old. Nigga, you should be in school paying taxes right now. You should be paying taxes right now instead of worrying about some kids that don't even exist. And even then, some kids these days could actually have conversations with her. But we're going to drop that right now because we're not going to talk about that no more. We're going to talk about something else. But let me just explain something to y'all real quick. Because, like, I'm trying to hop on here and exist. And this community on Ponytown is, like, reaching a new level of bullshit. Because I'm just sitting here. Like, literally, my hand is shaking. Because I'm just trying to breathe. And they won't allow me to breathe. So again, let me go back and have a full conversation. Because I want y'all to understand the effects of these niggas. So, the first one is, honey, I'm 16. And it's the fact that you, as a grown person, you're either the same age as me or older than me, is holding a massive, intense grudge over a 16-year-old. That's beyond weird and strange and fucking possessive. And honestly, that's a little fucking crazy to begin with. And the wildest part, your ass don't even know me. Like, why are you wasting so much energy on somebody you don't even know? Like, that shit gotta be mad creepy at some point. And two, I am so sick. You hear me? I'm so sick. I'm so sick. I'm so fucking sick of y'all in these dingy ass allegations. Every single day, y'all sitting here acting like you're being harmed. Every single time I step into a map, someone has to bring up old fake drama just to stir up some bullshit that's already over. As if that shit is hurting you so much to see me. Then, stop obsessing over me. Because you're creating your own misery and then trying to pin the bill on me. Like, bro, you started talking to me first. Half of the time, I'm not even talking to y'all. Y'all come to me with your bullshit. I'm not talking to you. I'm over here talking to somebody else. Like, half of the time, this drama happens when I'm talking to somebody directly. And here y'all come with your mouth full of shit and just start spilling that shit into the toilet. Like, why don't you spit that shit outside? Like, these grudges are absolutely impossible to get out of. And it's the fact that you guys have a whole group of people that you're hiding behind. And then you want to talk shit. But when you get hit, then you want to cry about it. Like, that don't even make no damn sense. You the one who crying about it. Stop crying. Nobody else is crying but you. Stop crying. Stop crying. Shut up. Stop crying. Now, this is the one that really gets me. And I need y'all to understand. I need y'all to understand. Since when did giving a character with a dark backstory, especially essay, mean the creator is making fun of it? That's a bad take on life. Maybe she is writing heavy themes into characters' history. It's not the embodiment of a joke. Y'all need to learn the difference between fiction and real before you start throwing motherfucking stories out into the world. Because I swear to God, if I see y'all one more time harassing Wendy, my best friend, the girl who called me her fucking sister, I'm gonna scream on the top of my lungs. That's gonna break your phone. Cause you know what? Y'all be thinking that I love her. No, I care about her because my own sister, my own stepsister don't even call me her sister. But a random girl that I barely even know calls me her sister. She even calls me mom. That's how much I care for her. That's how much I've done for this girl. She calls me her sister. And I care so much deeply for her. And I have seen how terrible y'all have been treating her. And it's over a pixel game of all things. Y'all too bold for this shit. Y'all too old for this shit. People can make lore. People can make characters depending on their real life stories. I have literally seen a person say that they want to kill themselves on Ponytown. I have seen people who make gore that's worse than essay, who have the names, I want to peel my skin off and nobody bats an eye. But when somebody says something about something that has legitimately happened in their life, all of a sudden it's a problem. But somebody is talking about how they want to kill themselves and you don't even say nothing about that. Okay. Finally, the most important bullshit in the world. Because y'all seem to have zero reading comprehension. Telling someone to block another person does not mean that I am defending them. It means that I want the drama to stop. It means that I'm telling you to use the tool the game gives you to give yourself some motherfucking peace. Like, recommending the block button means de-escalation. It doesn't mean go further into the goddamn drama. Like, I'm trying to make my content and play my goddamn game. Can you shut the fuck up and grow up? Grow some goddamn balls. And if you're a female, grow a damn penis. If you're a man, grow a penis. If you're a girl, grow a kitten and shut the fuck up. Because I'm so sick of y'all. I'm so sick of y'all. Like, I'm so sick of y'all. I love y'all to pieces. But I'm so sick of y'all. Y'all doing too much. You over here ruining people's lives, holding grudges against a whole 16-year-old for nothing. For nothing. Nobody's even doing nothing to you. Nobody even talks to you. No one is talking to you. Half of the time, I'm not even talking to y'all. Not y'all, not my fans. I'm talking about the people on Ponytown. Half of the time, I'm not even speaking to you. I'm over here either talking to my friend or I'm trying to de-escalate something. And here you are with your mouth talking about some this is how y'all be on Ponytown. This is how y'all be on Ponytown. Like, this is how y'all be on Ponytown. Every single time I want to say something, every time I do something, y'all be like, heebie dabba deebie dabba deebie dabba dabba deebie deebie flappy flippy flappy deemie dabba dabba deebie deemie dabba deemie dabba deebie slapper 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 flippy flappy deebie dabba deemie shammer shammer deemie flippy dabba doopy dabba down down doom flap deemie dabba flippy flappy deebie slapper deemie dabba flippy dabba deebie dabba flappy deebie deemie shammer deebie dabba gibby gabba snoop beeper dabba flippy dabba niggas stand a mother man a deeper dabba flappy deebie deebie matter now the deeper dabba standing me to teach my the flapper deebie need the mission slap the mention need the mother napper beeper dabba deeper dabba snip snapper deeper dabba snipper snapper snapper snipper snapper dabba dabba deeper deeper dabba dabba deeper deeper dabba deeper with the deckle down the butter you're a little bitch beeper dabba dabba need them on the dish and then get the deeper dabba deeper on the day that the bit dabba deeper deeper the matter get the next method has to beat the dabba deeper dabba deeper deeper dabba deeper dabba deeper dabba deeper deeper in the morning deeper dabba dish match this not the bottle that's the deeper dabba deeper 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 dabba deeper dabba dish now the deeper 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 dabba deeper deeper never dabba the morning get that's how y'all be. I made a whole rap song just by saying deeper dabba doo. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. I hear a rap song and I hear y'all just like that's how I hear y'all. That's how I hear y'all. That's what I hear from y'all. Because that's how much y'all talk. That's how much y'all talk. Y'all literally sound like a rap song at this point. Like, but anywho, this video is basically a event video. So I hope you guys like, subscribe, and turn on notifications down below so you never miss a video. And if you guys want me to make another, like, Deeba Dabba Do song, hold on, this is gonna be my outro real quick. This is gonna be my outro. Deeba Dabba Deeba Dabba Stipper Stapper Bitch Bitch Gotta Stipper Chick Shit Gotta Stipper Bitch Gotta Stipper Not to Get Snatch Not to Make it Not to Get Not to Put Snatch Not to Deeba Dabba Deeba Dabba This month Deeper dabba deeper dabba deeper me the dead bitch no but did the data bitch the data data rent the data get the rent the dirt about the data the what's the data rent the motherfucking shit get the joker did the rest of the other with the next and got the rest of the dust the rest of this yeah the rest now the get the net the more the net to get the north the net the net the net the net the net not the net the this not the not the net 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 not the this bitch not the not dabba deeper dabba do but this the bitch dabba deeper deeper dabba deeper for the dick dabba deeper 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 dabba deeper dip dip tap the rest of the about to get dip dip tap dip send more snap dip dip tap dip 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 snap snap dip 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 tap dip spread it up dip 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 snip nip ripper ripper scamper dip 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 ripper dip scamper dip ripper dip scamper dip that's gonna be my new outro, guys. I hope you guys like, subscribe.